worst part of everything going on down there for you guys is everyone like already complaining that the the election's going to be rigged and stuff. It's like,
Oh yeah.
thank God we don't have any of that shit
Yep.
yet. Yeah.
I'm not saying no.
It might come up in the federal election. If
Some of our politicians are taking too many lessons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not just it's not just a Trump thing either.
No.
It's too many lessons from
It's happening all over the world. Like, look at every country that's going through the same.
Well, it's you know what the problem is becoming a politician became a career and not a calling.
Yeah. Right.
Once it became a career, like nobody who's never done anything but political office should ever be in political office.
Yeah.
They need to put a term on it.
A term on it, right? Yeah, exactly, right?
They really
4
do.
years,
Absolutely.
8 years.
Everything.
Yeah.
And
Everything.
and I
Yeah, judges
I
and all,
agree
yeah.
with that 100%.
Yeah, totally.
Because
Well,
these
you think you
stronger
get-
people get in there and they get too comfortable in there.
Yep.
And they never leave.
And they never leave.
Yeah. And then and you're right. That's where things get either lazy or
Well, and then
complacent
in
or
the world,
Yep.
so like this is a both sides thing
Corrupt.
down there, especially, but it also happens lesser up here. But how do you become a politician for the people and double and triple and quadruple your net worth?
yeah.
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 Well, see, and down here, okay, so you have all these states who have their representatives and everything, right? The problem is those representatives move up to freaking Washington, and the states never see them.
Yeah.
It's like they forget that they're supposed to be representatives for that state.
Yeah.
And they're too busy in the politics and everything else.
All the
that's
background.
going on up there,
Yeah.
And the state suffers.
Yeah. And the people don't feel connected, right?
No.
Well, the reality is it's
So they're
a much
asking
lesser.
to stay in the state that they're in.
Yeah.
Um,
They
well,
vote.
you have to spend far more time, and you should never. If the average income in a state or a province or a city, whatever you're at, if the average, you should never have an income that's higher by say more than 5% or 10% than your average income of the people you're representing. You want to see how quickly it becomes people who give a shit?
Yeah. Because back in the day, people did it for the public service, right? Well, there were some.
Well, because they wanted to see it. There's always.
They wanted to fix something.
There is something to be said
Yeah.
that you pull in people who are supposed to be good,
Yeah.
right? There's a reason you were a COO, right?
Yeah.
And this is, we get it to a certain extent, but at what point do we say that ain't right?
Yeah.
It used to be on a much smaller scale, more working Joe thing. The union, that used to be a huge problem I had with the union.
Yeah.
Was these guys got in,
Oh, and they got the leadership.
and then they go and negotiate for us, but they had no concept of what it was actually like anymore to be on the line.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be looking at them and I'd be going, well, listen, it's 32 degrees in here. I've got to go between this job. I've got 47 seconds to do it. And you're telling me you've negotiated me an 18-minute lunch? And in a plant that's 3 kilometers squared?
It takes 18 minutes to walk to the friggin' lunchroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here too. But no, you're not. You're in your office.
Yeah.
So, it's the same with politics.
Oh, we gotta pull